What's going on, folks? So the band Coronatus has released a brand new song here called Dark Ice, and I've mentioned in the past I've been a fan of this band for quite many of years at this point in time. I've been listening to them for a long while, and their previous album, I remember the singles, I was a little hesitant. I wasn't sure about the singles, but I ended up enjoying the album a little bit more than I thought that I would based on the singles alone. But yeah, I'm always excited when the band releases new material. And since that album, they've actually had some lineup changes. So I'm very curious to see how this goes. From what I am aware, this is the first new song with the new lineup. So yeah, I mean, it's anybody's guess. You know, this band kind of rotates members. It has since its inception it just kind of constantly changing and evolving, if you will. But anywho, let's see what this latest Coronatus lineup is all about here with Dark Ice. I'm excited. Rangers, go.
Invisible thread to life, melting ice under the swing of baskets, black night. All around, uncertainty in my mind and my lifeline. Fear of running out of time, of losing the line, of breaking through a crack into the black. Fear of dark ice, treacherous underground. Fear the dark ice, all of my hopes are down. Fear of dark ice, you will be never found. Fear the dark ice, sinking without a sound. Dark ice, a slippery path in life. Here in darkness, uncertainty in my heart and my lifeline. Fear of running out of time, of losing the line, of breaking through a crack into the black. Fear of dark ice, treacherous underground. Fear the dark ice, all of my hopes are down. Fear of dark ice, you will be never found. Fear the dark ice, promises are unbound. Dark ice. Fear of dark eyes, fear the dark eyes.
Interesting. Yet again, for this band, as far as the single goes, because there's elements that I really liked of this song, but then I have some qualms with it as well. First and foremost, I guess I should say is I really like the chorus. I mean, it's punchy. I love the symphonic elements in there. It's got a nice, just cool feeling about it. It sounds grand and epic. And like I said, it's quite hard hitting. I like the vocal delivery in the chorus mixed with the symphonic kind of little bit of bombast going in there. It just is a really cool sound. I really, really like the chorus. I love the music of the song. I love like the violin, of course. I'm a sucker for that sort of thing, and that was just glorious. It was beautiful every time. It really got center stage there. The guitar work was solid. It was tight seeing that dude out there, with like the one drum just banging on the drum. That was tight. The song, it has a cool vibe, a really cool kind of epic symphonic vibe about it. Almost, not quite, I would say, maybe theatrical, but it just has a nice production quality about it that I really enjoy. And, it's always neat how they have the dual vocals going, with this band. At least dual, but it creates a nice dynamic, the two different approaches, the two different vocal styles. But sometimes, in the chorus, it worked really well. I really liked that. But in the verses, in some of the rest of the song, I feel like the vocal melodies almost not only clashed with each other, but clashed with the music. It felt like it got a little bit muddied in there at times, because right when the song started, I was like, this is tight. It came right out the gate, hitting us with some nice symphonic, bombastic kind of vibes, and I was digging it. And then, once everything got going, as it kept along its path, the best way I can describe it again is just, it felt like the vocal melodies and the music were kind of clashing a little bit. Like something wasn't quite jiving, they weren't in rhythm with one another. So I got pulled out of the song a little bit because of that. Because once things start feeling like they're kind of coming off the tracks a little bit, like it's not all cohesive and all working together towards the same sound or the same direction, it can be disorienting. And then you know just I get pulled out of the song, because I was engrossed, I was digging it, but then that kind of separates the listener from the song, because you're no longer as engaged. You're not, you don't feel like you're on the same track as the song. And that's kind of how I feel about it. It just, maybe if the vocal melodies for like the verses were tweaked a little bit to better suit the music, the musical melody and the direction of the music, maybe, I'd have to listen to the song again. But and again, it's an interesting thing, because their last album, like I said, the singles, I wasn't quite sure how I felt about them. I feel like I had similar feelings about those singles, but then the album, I enjoyed it quite a bit more than I thought that I would, based on the singles. So I don't know if this is going to be a similar situation, or if the song will grow on me. Maybe I need to listen to it some more, but as it stands, it just really felt like in the verses, the music and the vocal melodies were kind of going in different directions, and so it just made it feel a little disjointed in there. But as far as the music goes, I really enjoyed the music of the song, the vibe of the song, the symphonic elements, the musicianship was great, the violin, and I love the dual vocals, because again, it all works together very, very well in the chorus. Everything jives really, really well there. but you know, elsewhere it just feels like in spots, not all the way through, but in spots it just becomes a bit disjointed, and it's a little unfortunate because I really like the sound of the song, so I would have liked it all to have kind of blended together a little bit better all the way through and just had a nice flow about it and just kind of focused on having everything aligning and just creating this cool sound because like I said, I dig the sound of the song and in the chorus it all works together well. But yeah, that's really my thoughts on it. I'm curious to see what else they're gonna drop. You know, I'm sure they have a new album in the works or on the way, and we'll get another single at some point. So I'm always curious to see what this band is working on, or you know what they release. So you know, I'll be checking it out for sure. But let me know in the comments down below, folks, what you think of this song. You longtime listeners of this band, what do you think of their last album? You looking forward to a future album, and just this song in general? What are your thoughts? Let me know, and I'll catch you all next time. Ranger.